Hello everyone. So in today's video I will try to suppress this message that comes from Citrix. I don't have this issue, so I cannot really show you exactly that it works. This is why I will need your help to test this. So in case you are currently having this issue in your environment, for example, you are in the process of renewing your licenses, or you are in the process of migrating to LAS, now you will probably get this message for a couple of days, and this will be broadcasted to all your users. So even if you have only published apps, all your users will get this message, and I'm trying to suppress it. I don't know if it works exactly for this message, but I hope someone will write me a feedback on this video. I will show you how I'm doing it. I did do some research online, and a lot of people are talking about one file that is doing this. So, and I'm also playing with it. Where is it? So in the articles online I did find out, and it works for the messages, for the simple messages, but I don't know if it works for that specific one. And it's this file. So basically Citrix is pushing messages through this file, and I do not want to touch its security configuration, so I do not want to touch anything here. This is why in this video I'm doing it with a registry entry. It's a pretty simple one, and I've tested it on a PVS clone, and I will show you in just a couple of seconds. So basically I'm telling Windows to every time this exe is called on, I'm telling the Windows to start some kind of debug and start CMD and then exit it, so that message doesn't arrive on the user sessions. So let's first take a look. So this is the location. Here I will create with PowerShell a new entry. It will be the exe name, and you will see the message that I'm writing. So now I'm on PVS clone 01, and I also have a user through Citrix connected to this machine. And let's first try to send a normal message. So let's see. Okay, so let's try to send to user 01. Send the message. Test 1, and normally this should hit the user session immediately. So I do believe this is the same kind of message that it's sent with that unsupported version. But yeah, once again I need your help to confirm if you have this issue now, and please test it and let me know if this solved your issue. So the sending message option works. Now let me just run my script. It should be somewhere here. It's on a DDC. So this is everything that is important. It just creates an entry, as I told you. Let me see, this is the one to unblock. Let's use the one to block. So once again I will go to, this is the main part of the script, and let's block everything. It will block all the VDAs, all the VDAs in a specific OU. When you do this, if you test this, please do it only on one machine and don't do it on the master or something like that. Okay, so it tells me that it is blocked. I will go now to the machine. So on PVS clone 01, this is one of the machines, and I will hit refresh, and we should see a new entry. So this is the new entry, and this is the message that every time this exe is called upon, it will run this command, and basically that command doesn't do anything. It just tries to start CMD and immediately closes. So let me, please don't freeze. I hope it will work. If it didn't freeze, I have very little resources for this environment, and it does take a little bit of time. So nothing happens. CMD is opened for a fraction of a second, and then it's gone. So let's test it. So now that it is enabled, let me go back. So this is the same VM, and let's send that message one more time. Where is it? So refresh. Let's send a message. Test, and let's say test 3, and click OK. Now the message should not arrive anymore. So it works, as you can see, it works for this type of messaging. One more time, I don't know if it works for the specific issue yeah, if we have thousands of users and we need to solve our issue for, I don't know, it takes a week or 2 weeks, they will get every time this message. And yeah, if you want to suppress it, you should try this. Now let's undo, because the undo is also important. In a previous environment, it's not that important, because when you reboot, they will all be back to the same state, so this entry will be gone. But it's nice to have an undo option. No, not this one. Where is it? On the DDC. And now we will do unblock. So the unblock will delete our it will delete our entry completely. Let's run it. It does take a little bit of time. It does take so much time because it does try to reach previous clone 03 and 04, which are offline, and until it gets the no connection response, it does take a little bit of time. Okay, now let's go back to our machine. So this entry should disappear if I go with refresh. Okay, so it's gone, and now the messages should start to work again. Let's go back to our studio, do a refresh, and send a message, final test. Final test. Does it work? I don't know. Let's see. And yeah, we're back to normal. So this was it. Thank you for watching. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like this type of video, and don't forget to give me feedback, because I cannot replicate that issue at this moment. I don't have a license, and I don't have that issue in my productive environments, and I don't know if this works or not. So thank you in advance. Bye.